My name is Art, and I'm a recovering choker. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak to you tonight about my recent experience as a patient at Bristol Hospital, resulting from a choking incident. On December 4th, 2010, I was attending a tailgate party at the Bristol Italian Social Club when I began to choke on a piece of steak. It's been alleged that you never eat steak at an Italian place. Fortunately, a gentleman also in attendance noticed that I was having difficulty swallowing and began to administer the Heimlich maneuver in an effort to dislodge the piece of steak. Being unsuccessful in his attempt, he was immediately assisted by an off-duty state trooper and an off-duty Bristol firefighter. These gentlemen continued their efforts until the arrival of the Bristol police and EMS personnel. By this time, I was without air for approximately 4 to 5 minutes, had collapsed, and began to turn blue. Upon stabilization, I was transported to the Bristol Hospital ER, where the decision was made to place me into a medically induced coma, essentially put on ice, which lasted for 10 days. I've been asked if when I was in the coma, I saw the light when I looked up. I didn't. But fortunately, when I looked down, I didn't see any flames either. I'd like to mention at this time that while I was undergoing this procedure, I was not aware of what I was undergoing. I was also not aware of the circumstances that my wife, our children, our family, and our friends were undergoing regarding the ongoing circumstances, the potential for the unknown outcome, and the ups and downs of maintaining a 10-day vigil of uncertainty. In fact, the heaviest burden did in fact rest on those people, and I want to take this opportunity to tell them that I love them and thank them for their love and support. I'd also like to thank all of the doctors, the nurses, and the staff who were there for my family, answering any and all questions and concerns throughout this ordeal, comforting my family in a most professional and compassionate demeanor. It meant a very great deal. Upon revival, I spent 6 more days recovering, ultimately being discharged to home. Christmas Eve day, I was readmitted to Bristol Hospital for another 5 days as a result of developing an infection, after which I spent 7 more days as a patient at Apple Rehab in Plainville. I continued my recovery for another 3 weeks at home, returning to work this past Monday, where I'll be working daily on a part-time basis. Some members of the other party said that's what I've been doing anyhow, until full recovery is realized. The reason I'm so glad to be here tonight, other than the obvious that I'm alive, is to be able to express my gratitude and the gratitude of my family and friends to the Bristol Hospital administration, the doctors, the nurses, the staff, and the employees for their courtesy, understanding, comfort, expertise, and professionalism during this time of uncertainty. I understand that the procedure used on me had only been used once before at Bristol Hospital, and I'm most grateful that the knowledge and fortitude existed to use it on me. In reflection, I think that many of us, me included, never gave thought to the benefit and the resource of having a community hospital in our backyard, tending to take for granted the fact of expedient accessibility of medical services when needed, the existence of highly qualified professional medical personnel, motivated staff and employees available at a moment's notice. In some aspects, that's probably attributed to human nature, but experience the events following December 4th, I can attest that Bristol Hospital is without a doubt a first-class facility, second to none as far as my family and I are concerned. The outcome of my situation has been received as nothing short of a miracle, and for that, we'll be forever grateful. The experience has changed a few things in my life. As was mentioned, I lost 22 pounds. I believe there's easier ways to do it. I've taken up a membership in Planet Fitness. And partaking of steak has been limited to prime rib broth soup, steak Diane casserole, and prime rib hash. It's not appetizing, but I'm sure that everyone here tonight is aware of the functioning of the hospital, as most, if not all of you, are directly involved with the welfare of the facility through active participation as board, commission, and active members of the hospital community. But I ask only one thing as I close, that we all make it our mission to spread the message of the greatness of Bristol Hospital, its doctors, nurses, staff, and employees, that Bristol Hospital is ready, willing, and able to be here today for this community, and will be here tomorrow for our future generations. There's an old saying that today is yesterday's tomorrow. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to be part of all three. I thank you for everything that you did yesterday so that I could be here today and I can be able to have the hopes for tomorrow. Thank you.